All right, so my mailman and I have become friends, and he brought me his son's Cub Cadet Series 1000. That is model LT 1042. Customer complaint, blades will not engage, aka PTO not working, aka when I pull this switch, nothing happens, which is normally here. So if you've been trained at all as a technician in any capacity, automotive, small engine, aviation, you probably know how often it's stated in manuals and by teachers to do a thorough visual inspection before getting started. In my youth, I ignored that, and in my mid-30s, I kind of still do. I love a good electrical diagnosis. It's one of my favorite parts of being a mechanic, and so I often jump right into the multimeter and get going. Nonetheless, my electrical diagnosis has brought me to something that could have been spotted by absolutely anyone. And so even if you don't have this equipment, I'm going to show you at least something to check out. The first thing I want to show you is that this connector appears to have been damaged by someone, because this is pried up instead of like that. So that's your first clue that someone may have been in here and done something wrong. This wire just passes through the frame and goes to a magnet, and that magnet, when engaged, is what sucks up a clutch. It's a magnetic clutch, and gets the blades going. So if you just look underneath here, you will see this sheathing, which I've pulled back a little bit, and what you can see is that the wire has been rubbed through. It's difficult to show on camera. If you look, you see a red and black wire. If you follow the black wire, you will see it rubbed through there at the end. Right there. There we go. That's probably the best picture I'm going to get. So I need to remove the clutch and see if I can repair the cable with soldering or butt connectors or something, or worst case scenario, replace the magnetic clutch. My point is that I've been at this for a half hour, goofing around, not very focused, but a visual inspection, a thorough visual inspection would have told me quite a lot. I noticed that connector right away. I could have investigated that further, although I figured it was just because the customer was trying to get it to work on his own. That connector was also full of water, so I suspected corrosion. But what I suspect now is that someone's been in there digging around and moved the cable enough that it started to chafe. So we have to repair that first, and then we'll see if there's any other problems. But if you are working on a Cub Cadet, or almost any of these, because they're all pretty much the same, you might consider taking a look there if you're having problems with your PTO, and it can at least save you the diagnosis, time, and fee of a shop. And if you're handy, maybe you do it yourself. Take care, guys.